Hello everyone, my name is Yuri Kasdorp, and here we are for the last track guide of the season. Time is flying by, already season 1 done of 2026. We are here at Misano, and we are in the Aston. This track, I think it's originally a motorcycle track, or at least used for that quite a lot. That means very flat curbs. That means that we can abuse those curbs quite a lot when we're in a race car. It's a nice and flowy circuit, but you need to know where we can use those curbs and where not to make this nice and flowy. So let's get into the guide and see how we get around here. Alright, here we are, about to start our lap. And I'm on race fuel, tires are nice and hot. Let's see if the Aston has got what it takes to carry some nice speed around here. And we want to use a lot of the track and more, meaning the inside tire on the curb almost everywhere. Let's start with turn 1 with that. Same for turn 2, turn 3. Inside tire on the curb. Brake just before the last white line there. Careful of running too wide in the middle. Try to set up for a nice exit from this section. Then we brake at about the 100 marker. All the way to the left side. Brake just before the first apex. We get to the back straight. First 2 apexes easy flat. I need to be careful. I'm in late for the last right-hander here. Careful on the traction. Open it up. Open up the last corner too. Try to set up for a nice exit. And that's the lap around Misano. Closer look from the outside. Alright, so let's have a closer look from the outside. And as I mentioned already, we want to be with the inside tire on the curb in almost all of these corners. So that's going to be our limit. The inside tire needs to be on the red and white of this curb. Like just before the 50 marker. And then bring the car over to the inside where we do the same thing. Inside tire on the red and white curb. Left side too. And then this is just about flat. Again, inside tire on the red and white curb. Just about flat through here. You have the traction. Brake maybe like 75 for this corner. It's a very tight corner. Again, inside tire on the red and white curb. Brake from the outside. And I don't like to take all the inside here, so I don't want to go all over here. And also on the left side here, I want to keep in the track limits without going over this curb. It seems to lose a bit of rotation if I go over that. This corner though, this apex, I want to go all the way on the inside again to open up. And just for the first time, actually a bit of an anti-cut on the inside here. So we want to run over that. Then we get to this fast left-hander, brake it to 100 and start trailing quite early. Because we have this very long entry into the corner. So we want to start trailing quite early. Careful with the traction on the exit as well. Open up all the way from the left side here. And then I want to brake as much in a straight line and then start braking just before the first apex from here. And important to brake from the left side. And brake as much in the straight as you can. Don't come from the inside and try to turn while braking too much. And focus on a nice exit because there's a long straight afterwards coming up. This will be the main overtaking spot too. And it's all easy flat through here as well. But you want to set your car up to the left side. And then start braking right after the apex, but not too hard. Try to carry the speed. You can again cut on the inside. Then on the left side here, we need to go hard braking in a straight line. Inside tires again on the red and white curb. I like to apex late. Careful on the traction. Open up the second to last corner as much as you can. Again, cut as much as you can on the inside. Same here. And then this part here is very frustrating because we can run all the way wide until this red and white curb. Then it ends for about 30 meters and it starts again. And that means that we have to run back into the road. Left side tire back on the road. And then we want to open it up again once it starts again to open up the last corner. Brake quite early, set up for a nice exit. Don't go all the way over this. You want the left side tire on top of the white and green. And set up for a nice exit. Let's have a look on Delta for this last section here. So let's see here in the last section. Small bit of brake, easy on the brake. After the apex, bit of throttle again, not too hard. Then quite hard braking on the left hand side. Small lift to second to last corner, not fully lift. And then this last corner, you want to brake quite early to set up for a nice exit. So you can go back on the power nice and early. Let's get back to iRacing and then we finish the lap. Right here across the start finish line. Ready for a new one. Right, so there we go. Track originally made for bikes, I think, but a lot of fun in the track once you get used to it. Does mean a lot of very long entries, a lot of very long exits. Maybe the Aston can be good at that. Ford will always be good around stuff like this. Maybe even a Mercedes. If you like the videos, make sure to subscribe. And we will be back next season for a whole new season of new track guides around the GT Sprint series on the Coach Dave iRacing channel. So I'll see you around there.